Hello coders, welcome to another How to Code Well Symfony tutorial. Symfony roots are unique. The name needs to be unique for each root that we use. Let's take a look at a browser so I can demonstrate that. There are two roots on this application. We have /user/contact. However, this is returning a 404. We also have another root which is /user/profile, and this returns the JSON response method profile. Both of these roots correspond to a method in a user controller. Let's take a look at that now. In the GitHub repository, in the folder tutorials, tutorial_5, there is a user controller class within the controller folder in SRC. The user controller class has two methods. The first one is called contact and the second one is profile. The contact method has the root /user/contact and returns the JSON response method contact. Its root name is app_user. The profile method has the root /user/profile. It also has the name app_user, and this is why the application is getting confused as to which root to use. Now, the root that's returned is the profile, which is this method here, not the contact. And as I demonstrated earlier, if we went to /user/contact, we get the 404. We're getting the 404 even though we have a root which is user/contact, because there is another root which has the same name as app_user. And in the case of Symfony finding roots that have the same name, it will use the last root found, which has the corresponding name, and send the request to that root and return its response. To demonstrate that, I'm going to cut the contact method and I'm going to paste it underneath the profile method. Both of these roots still have the same name, which is app_user. But because I've changed the order of the roots, we're going to be finding the user/contact root instead of the user/profile root. Save the file and go back into the browser. The current address is set to /user/profile. If I refresh the page, this is now going to return a 404. If I was to change the address to be /user/contact and press enter, we now get the contact root. It is vital that Symfony roots have unique names, and I'll be demonstrating what we can do with those names in future tutorials. Just know that the names of our roots are very important. They have to be unique. And there is also an importance of the order in which we have our methods in our controllers. If you found this tutorial helpful, let me know, give it a thumbs up, share it around to those who might find it useful too. Also go to howtocodewell.net. If you go to /contact on that website, you can fill out a contact page and give me suggestions for future tutorials. And whilst you're there, consider subscribing to howtocodewell.net for future tutorials. I have a lot of Symfony and Laravel and PHP tutorials scheduled for the coming weeks and months. If you want to get early access to those, please consider supporting the channel by joining the YouTube membership program or becoming a Patreon. Links to all of those things, as well as a full tutorial write-up, is in the description below. Happy coding everyone, and I'll see you again in the next Symfony tutorial.